Ed, you spent more than 25 years at United Water. Obviously, you rose to a very, very senior position. You started out as a financial analyst. You were on this pathway to become the CFO, which eventually happened. But along the way, something a bit surprising happened, I suppose, where you were asked to take on an operational role to lead a division of companies. How did you react to that, and how did it work out for you?
Well, I have to say, Jeff, my first reaction was, what? Leave finance? You know, I had spent at that point quite a few years in finance and advancing to various positions. And I was a bit reluctant to leave finance at that point. I didn't quite understand how that was going to benefit me. I have to say, though, in hindsight, it was probably the best decision I made. It had a big influence on my leadership style. It also had a big influence on my career as a whole. As a financial professional, we tend to look at a lot of numbers. I would say my experience in running a division, leading a company, taught me how to not only look at numbers, but look through numbers, to better understand what was behind the numbers, what was driving performance. I was able to explain financial information more clearly and in a way that linked their performance to the financial results. I think when you're in a large organization, you're somewhat insulated and removed from the day-to-day activities. And being able to effectively communicate financial results to folks who are, in most cases, non-financial professionals is very important. At St. Dominic's, I find this extremely valuable as I sit across the table from a diverse group of stakeholders, from executives to donors, to managers, to direct care workers, and all of them need to understand what role they play in the financial sustainability of the agency. And so if communicating effectively, letting them see what their part is extremely important. And I think I'm better at it today as a result of my year or two in the operation role than I would have been by just staying in finance.
So Ed, you've had significant experience at a very large for-profit company, a $1 billion global enterprise at United Water. You were Senior Vice President, Chief Financial Officer, and along the way, you stepped out and you took a major role in operations. So how were you able to leverage those significant experiences at a for-profit in terms of driving value and efficiency at St. Dominic's Home, which is, of course, a non-for-profit?
At St. Dominic's Home, the ultimate driver of efficiency is the incentive to save money and create value, much like you would see in a corporation. The only difference really is that the focus is to positively impact the lives of individuals. You have to buy into the end goal and you have to believe in the mission.
Well, that wraps up this segment of CFO Insights. I want to thank our special guest, Ed Imparato. Thank you, Ed.
Thank you, Jeff. It's been a pleasure to be here.